Welcome back, guys. Today I thought I'd do a review of a unique and interesting Debian distribution. Now, what you're looking at is MX14. MX14 is a Debian distribution that I've liked for a long time. I tried running it on my main computer a while back and I was not able to get it running properly because of my Broadcom Wi-Fi and my NVIDIA graphics. It just would not configure properly. I tried everything. I had difficulty with the install. And so this install is on my secondary computer, the one with the i3, built-in graphics, built-in Wi-Fi, 8 gigs of RAM. So I installed it onto my secondary computer that you see here, and this is the computer that I do most of the videos on. But this particular computer, this particular install went smooth, very smooth, smooth as silk. No problems at all. Everything configured right out of the box. I have no problems. I haven't touched anything on this except to add GUVC view and simple screen recorder, and that's what I'm doing the video on. Now normally I use Kazam, but I was not able to find Kazam in any of the Debian repos, so I'll have to look for that later. But so this is MX14. Now it is due for an upgrade, and I'm told that sometime before the end of the year there may be an MX15, but we will see. Um, so right now, as I said, I haven't touched anything. This is basically a stock install. Now, let's take a look at some of the unique aspects of MX14. I'm going to reconfigure this a little bit just to make a little more room. Okay, so if we go down the software listing, I'm not going to go over everything. You can take a look at that when and if you decide to install. But it's got bleach bit. What I'm going to concentrate on here is some of the applications that they have uh, installed that are typically not installed, or others that are unique to MX. So we've got Grub Customizer that isn't always installed. Let's see. HTOP is installed out of the box. LeafPad is installed out of the box. LibreOffice. Live USB, that's so you can make a persistent live USB, so you can run the distribution off of a USB stick. Lucky Backup is used for backing up your system. Midnight Commander is there for a file manager, a root file manager. Let's see. They have Mirage for image viewing. Now, the MX specific apps are the App Notifier, which is a program that runs in your uh, panel that tells you when updates are available. There's a boot repair. Now, here's where we get back to the interesting things. They now have a MX Broadcom manager, which is super because that means I can install it on my main computer and have no problems with my Broadcom Wi-Fi. It also has an NVIDIA installer, and I'll be getting to that in a minute. But check apt. This here checks and installs missing. It looks like it checks your sources to see if there are any issues, and all of the signatures were found. That's something I hadn't seen before. So let's go back to the listing. The MX Codex installer. And I'm going to go ahead and install those because it's always a good idea to install the codecs for audio and video. And let's see, yeah, installed successfully. So we'll close that out. And let's see, find shares, Flash Manager. So you can update Flash, and I'm gonna update Flash right now, and that shouldn't take too long. And again, these are all very useful utilities that the nice folks at MX14 at MePIS, they have added those applications and utilities just to make life a little bit easier. Now, MX, there's a menu editor package installer, but there's a MX snapshot, and I believe it's so you can create a live ISO snapshot of your particular distribution. So after you make all your changes and your software updates and codecs and various drivers, then you can take a snapshot on ISO and reinstall at a later date. I'm going to go ahead and do that once I finish my configuration because it does save time in case you need to reinstall. So you have MX tools. Those are all of the various things that I just went through. Sound card, codec installer, package installer. So these are all put together on a nice menu for you, and then you can go through that just to make sure your system is completely up to date. There's the NVIDIA install. So if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, it's an easy way to install the appropriate driver. Network connections, panel configuration, let's see, power manager, printer configuration. So everything seems to be there. I don't see any weaknesses. As a matter of fact, the system is really, really nice. It's got everything you need. If you're interested in a lightweight Debian distribution that is fully configured and has many different proprietary utility programs to help you get your system up and running just the way you want it, MX14 is a Debian distribution that I highly recommend. So I think that's it for this particular review. I don't see any other issues or anything to cover. I highly recommend that you go online, download MX14, put it on your USB, boot it up, take a look at it, see if you like it. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. It's a Debian distribution that doesn't get a lot of attention, but I think it deserves a heck of a lot of attention. So, guys, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.